Making friends as an adult is not easy. Making friends as an adult who moved to another country is a very, very hard task. And I was and am that adult. That is why in this episode of our podcast, Culture Cuddle, we are going to talk about friendship in general and my experience of friendship in Vietnam versus in Germany. And we also have the German expert over here.
Alone.
German boyfriend. Let's start with German boyfriend experience first. I mean, most of your friends are German, right?
They're from Germany.
Okay. And how many of them that you consider close friends?
Maybe 20?
And how many of them that you know since you were teenagers?
15 maybe?
Okay, so 15 of them you know since you were teenagers. The other 5, where did you know them? When and where did you know them?
I don't know. University, work.
Work, you have work friends?
Yeah.
You have work friends?
Yeah.
Okay, that's new information for me. Well, for me, most of my friends, all of my friends, I got to know since I became a grown-up, like going to the university. And the one that I know since I was a child or a teenager, it's just, we, like in Vietnam, we don't really keep in contact. And it's a kind of a very common thing in Vietnam. Most of the friends that grown-up make, they make when they are grown-up. And it's really hard to keep friends if you know them since childhood. Like, I don't know, but like in Germany, it is the opposite. Like for German boyfriend, as you can hear, it's 70% of his friends are from childhood and teenagers. And that was really crazy because they know each other since they were a child and then they stick together until now. And another thing you should notice that it is not that easy to make friends as grow up over here, as German boyfriend only make it to 5 people as grown-up friends in the university.
Yeah, but I was just happy guessing.
Yeah, but I mean, it's true though. Most of your friends that I noticed that is close, you know, since you were very young.
Yeah, that's true.
Right?
But
and that's
it's also because they're from the Scouts, and Scouts bring you together for life.
Yeah, okay. But like my point is still stand though, right?
Yeah, of course.
And I moved to Germany as a grown-up, and as I just explained to you, it is crazily hard to get into the circle because all of the people here, the Germans, they know each other since a child, and they do not want to have more friends. They are happy with their small circle of friends. And at first, it was really lonely. I have the benefit of having German boyfriend and his group of friends already, and I was accepted to the group. And it took like
One of us.
It took like 4 years until I feel like they are becoming my friends again. That's crazy.
Again?
Not again, but like they are becoming my friends. It's crazy. How fast does friendship usually develop in Germany? Can you give us a timeline? Like if you meet them, would you become best friends in a year? How many meetings do you need to make that happen?
I find those questions really difficult to answer. I don't know. Is there, I don't know, a formula for friendship? I don't know. Like
I do have a formula for friendship.
With some people, it goes faster because you like click when you meet each other, and with others, it takes more time, I would say.
Yeah, I do have a formula for friendship over here. Like in Vietnam, friendship develops super fast. You meet someone, you like them, you meet them several times, you go eating together, you go shopping together, you chit-chat, and then suddenly in 3 months, you are like best friends forever. But in Germany, it takes super long.
Yeah.
Like way longer than in Vietnam. I know because I was trying to be friends with German boyfriend's friend, and it took like years, you guys. So many dates. Like we go to so many different activities together. And for the first year, all they talk about is the weather because they're not going to open up that easy. The second year, they started to mention a little bit of their job. The third year, maybe they would tell me what they are thinking a little bit more. And the fourth year, I feel like we finally became friends. I know it's not like that for all of the Germans for sure, but German boyfriend friends are like that. And I must say they're not bad people. They are really good friends. They're just quite hard to crack, I must say.
Okay.
Let's talk about the deepness of friendship. Vietnam versus Germany, because I do have something to say.
Okay.
I have, like, Vietnamese, they know a lot of people. We are a sociable creature. Normally, most of us know a lot of people. I think my sister know like 500 people and being close with 100 of them. My parents are like that too. They know everybody in the village, in the other town. Whenever they go, they know them. And they know them, they talk to them, they are friends with them and everything.
They remember who did them a favor, who they owe a favor, who they gave a gift that they didn't return.
Exactly. Like in general, it is a fun life because you know a lot of people. You always have some social activity to go to. In Germany, I don't think that is the case. Like in Germany, I feel like you guys know way less people compared to us Vietnamese. But when it comes to like the deepness of the friendship, I'm not sure if it's just the friendship or just how people behave. But I feel like in Germany, you guys have very good friends over here. Like some of them, like they're really good. Like I do have good friends in Vietnam too. But like German boyfriends' friends are really high quality. Like the amount of like compared to the amount of people he know in general and the people who is like really good to him and really close to him, the percentage is really high. Like for me, I would know a lot of people in Vietnam, but like the people who I feel like they are really close and really good to me is not that high. But I think it's also a cultural things as well. Like you guys, as like, despite of all the stereotype about German people who with no emotion and stuff like that, they actually know how to express emotion better than many Vietnamese I know. Like they talk about how they feel, they would talk about things and they express how they feel very clearly, which is sometimes I feel like it's hard for Vietnamese to do. And that is why I think it's helped you guys to build like a stronger friendship, I would say.
Maybe. Well, we are going through things with each other, helping each other through things. I don't know. I also would say like I know people, but like there are many people that I know that I wouldn't consider close friends. Like a friend is really someone that I could come to and ask for help, for a favor, that I would also always ask if everything's fine and stuff. And yeah, I don't know. What else were you saying? I think maybe it's also a problem that in Vietnam you, in general, sometimes don't talk so open about your emotions and how you're feeling and if you're being well and stuff. I think that makes it also hard to develop like that deeper kind of friendship.
Yeah, that's true. But like if you have like girlfriends, girl, it's like way better.
Yeah, of course. Like with your girl group there, like former roommates and stuff there, it's different.
Yeah.
But even there, I realized that it's hard for you guys to, for example, have a different opinion about something and then discuss something.
We don't fight at all. Like in
I'm not talking about fighting. I'm talking about discussing.
I'm not talking about like in a bad way of fighting. We don't fight at all. We don't discuss much things, honestly. If we disagree with each other opinion, we don't really talk about it. Because like it's really hard to, maybe just our friend group or maybe it's a general thing. It's hard to keep a level-headed discussion and then trying to let it not blowing up. And I still couldn't handle the art of it yet. Like not just my friends, for my sisters as well. It's hard to express a different opinion and then making them know that it's not an attack, because I feel like many of us in Vietnam, me for example, was raised that if you disagree with your parents, you are disrespectful. If you are respectful to them, you agree with everything they say. So it's hard to handle if someone is disrespecting, if someone is disagreeing with you, and you just feel like, oh, you are disrespecting me. But it's hard, but you don't really see that they just have different opinion. Yeah. Do you guys talk about that a lot in Germany?
Yeah, like if you have different opinion, then you exchange and you're trying. No, we even have a saying like it's a wasted evening if everyone had the same opinion.
Let's talk about making friends in Vietnam and in Germany as a foreigner. And I had to tell you, in Vietnam, it is super easy to make friends as a foreigner. I feel like, because I used to work in an English center, and there's a lot of like foreigner who works there, and just that if they want to be friends with us Vietnamese, then we will be friends with you. you just need to open for it. Just need to be open for it. Like, first of all, it's an English center, so all of the foreigners can speak English, and the Vietnamese love to practice with them anyway. And we just honestly love foreigner in general, especially if you come from like America and European. Vietnamese just love them.
Yeah, I mean, you don't need to tell me. Like,
Yeah.
I got to know you when you guys were searching for someone to practice English with.
Exactly.
Like on the first evening, we were talking for more than an hour, I guess. And then at one point I needed to say like, okay, I need to go. But tomorrow I would like to meet again if you guys want to. And of course,
And then we bring like, no,
Yes.
not I bring, but like they bring like 10 more Vietnamese to come and meet German boyfriends.
Not 10, but 4 more.
Really?
Yeah,
I feel like it was like such a big group. But yeah, in general, if you want to make friends in Vietnam, that was so simple. Especially as I told you with the foreigner card as well, we are very friendly. You're just like, hey, I want to be friends with you. We will bring you to do karaoke. We will go to a restaurant with you. We have fun with you. We cook with you, and then you will know in like a month you will have a bunch of Vietnamese friends. And then because Vietnamese know a lot of people, you just have more and more and more, just know more and more and more people. It's gonna be quite easy to get into the social life.
Maybe this is because we have the reason why we have all of our friends from when we are young. Because like when you're a teenager, you also behave a little bit more like that. Like you're having parties all the time, like birthday party, house party, whatsoever, and then you bring your friends, and then you introduce each other to each other, and
like you know that like we are old now, because like if one of our friends would say, I would like to bring someone you don't know to your birthday party, we'll be like, who are they? Are they like good? Are they okay? Like we would have a little bit of, we would be like, yeah, just bring whoever you know on the street, just pick a random person and bring it here. But when you were teenagers, that's true, honey. You just say hi to everybody.
Yeah, and then later when you're a student, then as well. Yeah. Then you have tons of student parties. No?
Yeah, damn it. Maybe we should do that again.
Maybe.
Yeah, but like the fact is, even now, if you have party, we just don't bring new people anymore. I don't know.
Yeah, you meet the people that you know already.
Yeah, that's so sad, right? Because now you have like your people already, and you just don't have the energy to just meet new people. Because honestly, making friends is a lot of energy.
Yeah.
Like you meet new people, you don't know if your value is aligned, you don't know if your vibe, the vibe, I would sniff it out immediately. If I meet someone for 5 minutes, I would know if that person would fit my vibe already. Like I have very quick criteria. If someone talk to me and we don't have like uncomfortable dead silent for more than 5 seconds, then that could be a chance. How do you don't understand the amount of like people that you met and then it just doesn't vibe with you, and then you're just like smiling and wait for the awkward silence to go over.
Okay, maybe I found out why I'm a little bit uncomfortable with this topic. Maybe the reason is that I'm pretty easy actually to feel like I'm vibing with a person and feel like we have a connection or something. And then sometimes in the past, like I felt like, okay, maybe my connection was stronger and the other person wasn't really invested in keeping the friendship. And then, lost each other out of sight.
German boyfriend is like so freaking good at keeping a friendship. Like once you make friends with him, he will invest so much of his energy for you. Like he every time if his friends live in Cologne, in Munich, in other cities, and then they meet each other like 3 times per year, but like every time they show up, they meet each other, German boyfriend would bring them gifts for like their birthday, for Christmas, for Easter, and then they just exchanging gifts with each other. That's really cute. Sometimes they write letters for each other.
Letters.
Oh, lovers.
It's called postcard.
Oh, really?
Uyen is not familiar with the concept of a postcard.
I have no clue what a podcast is.
Podcast, postcard.
Like I live in Vietnam, our post system was not that good. And still not that good. We don't really send letters to each other that often.
Actually, in 2016, I sent a postcard to Uyen, and it didn't.
There's no way it's gonna reach me.
Still didn't arrive yet. We're still waiting.
Honey, but like maybe in 10 years, if the post system find that in Vietnam, we can auction that. Maybe we can make some money out of it. Like this is the first love letter German boyfriend sent to Uyen. It was lost in the post system, and now we found it.
Yeah. So, dear Vietnamese people who are listening to this, there were some seals on the front saying "moin moin." So
Like I still remember when I started to learn English. And sometimes I was invited to some party with some English teacher, and the party is always full with either expat or like Vietnamese, and it just like different kind of vibe, you know. Oh, you a foreigner in Vietnam? Let me show you this. Let me show you that. Let me show you my culture. Let me show you the food. Like people are eager to make the relationship work. But I feel like when you move to Germany, you don't have the same treatment, and rightfully so. It's like immigration in Germany is way more, what is it called? Normal and popular than in Vietnam, right? And you just one in millions of people coming here and trying to make it work. Nobody would go out of their way to like welcome you or showing you the culture or things like that. But when you have to actively make it happen.
Yeah. Or you need to get to know people first. Then they might start to offer that.
But like when I was in my university, there was a program called Buddies program where you can be matched with a buddy who was already in the university for like 1 or 2 years and they know things. And I was matched with a girl and she was bringing me around. She bought me ice cream and we were being kind of close at that time as well. That was really nice. But like, and then I also joined a K-pop dancing group in the university. I also joined a music group in the and then what else did I do? I try to go to as many parties as possible as well because I like to meet people and I cannot live without friends. So I was trying really hard at that time. And I did succeed, you guys. I was in a group of friends and now we are still very close together and I'm very grateful for that.
Was just wondering, would you ask your Vietnamese friends to help you moving?
I mean, they will come, but I will not ask them because in Vietnam, it is very easy to find someone to help you move, like a professional service. And most of my friends are women who is not very strong anyway. Doesn't make any sense to make them carrying my giant fridge, where I can just pay someone kind of a reasonable price to do it. And sadly, that is not the case in Germany, right, honey?
Yeah, but like, I don't know. I just remember that you were very puzzled when we were moving and I was asking all of my friends to help us.
Yeah, I didn't get it. Like, why do you make your friends coming here? Because it's gonna take a whole day. They have to carry heavy stuff. And it's just too much to ask, like, in my opinion. I didn't get it.
Yeah, but that is pretty normal to ask for that.
Yeah.
Half of them I helped moving.
Oh, really?
Sometimes even twice. And then it's like unspoken rule that one day you also need to help them.
You know what?
And then you pay them with pizza and beer.
You know what make me think of? It's like this culture of like, I help you move, one day you have me move. It's like in Vietnam, when you go to a wedding, it's like you need to give them money and gold. If you're best friend, you give them gold. So like, it's like a cultural thing. Like I give you gold. One day when I get married, you give me back the gold. Which is actually a big problem nowadays because it was like, for example, 10 years ago, your friend get married and then you give your friend like gold. And now the gold price in Vietnam is basically 3-4 times more expensive. And because they gave you gold, you have to give them back the gold if they get married now. It was like crazy investment. Good for them, you guys. I saw so many posts like that in the Vietnam social media now. Many people is asking like, oh, my friends give me gold. Can I just give them money instead? So expensive nowadays.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
That's really funny. I give you gold, but you need to get married soon.
No, but the thing is, that is why, but like, my parents, they live in the village and let's say they pay 100 euros per month for their eating or less because in the village it's quite cheap. And they pay at least 200 to 300 euros per month just for the wedding and all of the other event. Like every time they invite you for like a ceremony, a death ceremony, a wedding, anything, then you were supposed to give them money.
Okay.
And then they will give you the money back when you have a big event. But my parents, now that all of their daughters are already married, and I will not have a big wedding in Vietnam, they will not have a chance to get the money back, honey. Basically, they just...
I hear what you're saying. We need to have a big wedding in Vietnam.
Kind of, to get the money back from my parents. But basically now they just giving the money and they know that they will not ever get the money back. It's like And that is why when you get married in Vietnam, you have to like write down who gave you what. So like this lady give me this much money, and you have to write down all of that so that when
But
you
then
go back to their wedding, you check it.
But then you would give them like the exact same amount?
Yeah.
Okay.
But like inflation, if somehow that lady didn't get married for like the next 10 years, then you kind of need to give more money adjusting to the inflation. But the gold one is just like, she gave me 100 gram. 100 gram is too much. She gave me 10 gram. I give her 10 gram. Things like that.
10 gram?
I don't even know how they do that. I don't even know how they measure it. It's like maybe one ring. How heavy is one ring? 50 gram? 10 gram?
100 gram, I would say.
100 gram is insane, honey. 100 gram is like this much of gold.
This.
No. Okay, I'm not very good at math today.
Okay, so much about friendship in Vietnam and Germany. I hope you liked today's topic. If you didn't follow us yet, we would be happy if you do it.
Please.
And leave us a like here and see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Culture Cuddles is produced by Yilmaz Hummel for Uyen Ninh and her German husband-to-be. To submit your own story for the podcast, go to culturecuddles.com.